Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh. Now the skies could fall, not even if I was to call. The world just seems so very small, 'cause nothing even matters at all. See, nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Alcohol, 10 feet tall, through withdrawals, 'cause nothing even matters, oh, at all. Nothing even matters, nothing even. The floater out to sea, some natural catastrophe. No place I'd rather be. Nothing even matters. Oh, oh, hi. Nothing even at all. Oh, hi. Nothing even matters. Oh no. Ah, don't matter, baby. You will find me at no store. Have no time for manicures. Either or. Nothing even matters. Oh, nothing even matters. Nothing even matters no more. Matters. Oh, by the phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No more, no more, no more. Oh, only to me, to me, to me, to me. Yeah. La, 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 and nothing even matters. Don't matter no. You.
Some to feel like nothing matters but you. Mm. They're out here playing, doing, going in all these different relationships, dealing with these people, but they only really want you. But they feel like it's a dead situation. Even though they still feel how they feel like you wouldn't take them back. And you wouldn't give them another chance. Like it would end up the same way. It'll end up having the same results as it did before. But they still feel like you, like like you're both mirroring each other. It's like you don't really feel like you could have this kind of relationship with nobody else, but you don't want to be with them at the same time. Like you don't want to do this again. You don't want to try this. Hmm. Travel. I'm on my way sooner than you think. I want to see the world together. Hmm. I'm getting this more like an energy travel. Somebody, somebody's missing you. They're having a hard time sleeping at night. Mm. I'm getting somebody might be showing up at your house late. Like they're risking it all. They don't care if you got somebody there. It's like they know that somebody might be there or that you're dealing with maybe in a new relationship. But they don't care. They miss you. It's something that's gonna happen with them. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a big tower moment to where it kind of shakes them awake and makes them see things in a way that they've been in denial about, or trying to hide. Hmm.
All the time, da, 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 da.
So they missing you.
I'm missing you.
Hmm. I really do appreciate everything about you. I'm glad I met you. They're like real nostalgic. They're kind of missing the connection that you had because they're not having that with nobody else. Every situation they get in, every relationship, everyone they deal with, they're just looking for you and them, and nobody's adding up. Like, and they're starting to realize that they'll never have this situation again or nothing close to it because they've tried. They've tried. It's like they're always trying to make somebody be you. Mm. That's how much they appreciate everything about you. And they're truly glad they met you no matter how it ended or what happened. It's like I'm getting now that they're glad that they could ever experience that kind of love, that kind of relationship. Like they're more romanticizing it in a way, but they're focused on the positive aspects of it. And not and this, normally when people say romanticize it has this negative connotation. But in this way I'm getting that it was necessary for their healing. Mm. They want to be married to you for the rest of this life. I want to be married to you for the rest of this life. So they know that they want to be with you. But they don't, again, they feel like you don't care. And I'm getting that you pulling back your energy is what allowed them to tap into this and be able to feel this way and to be able to recognize and to move their ego aside and see that they were living in their ego and they were in denial and trying to force something that they don't really want to do. Gratitude is a superpower. Yeah, they feel like that if they focus on all of the positive things, all of the love and what they actually want, that it'll kind of bring you back to them. Like if they're like extra nice or like there's something that they're thinking about doing, but they're not set on it. It's because they don't want to risk it and risk losing whatever they have, even though they're not happy. Ready or not, the time is now. Prepare. Mm, mm. They don't know what they want to do, but they definitely want to do something. Actual healing. They feel like nobody feels better than you, and they need this from you. Actual healing, because you actually heal them with your love. Mm. Whew. I want you to have my babies. They want to have babies with you, or you already have babies. You already have little ones together, but I'm getting that they want to have more with you. They don't really want to have anyone else. And they feel like because you haven't moved on or you haven't allowed anyone your energy in that way, that you haven't had a baby with anyone else, they feel like you're still hooked on to them, like you're still waiting for them in a sense. Meditate quietly daily, do routine yoga weekly. I'm getting that you'll get answers from meditating, and even doing yoga. It'll allow you to release and balance some things out that you might still be holding on. There are specific beings waiting to experience the healing of your source-given gifts. This is how you change the world. So somebody wants to affect the world or do something positive for the world. And by you meditating quietly daily and doing your yoga and doing things like giving yourself a routine, you'll kind of open your energy up to allow people in to be able to see you and to reach you, so that you can actually bring upon this healing and make you feel more comfortable in your gifts, like to either speak your voice or write or show your art or just putting yourself out there and doing the things that you love. When you do things that you love, when you put love out, it comes back to you. Tarot reading. Somebody's looking at a lot of tarot readings. This could be you. You're spying, social media stalking. It could also be them, but I'm feeling more like it's whoever will see this on this side, whoever's watching this. Highest level connection, source level. And this is normally I would get it, and it's like for other people, but with this, it's more so you being connected to your highest self and allowing that flow by living in love, by not worrying and knowing that everything is happening for you and that you can have whatever you like. Like T.I. said, you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Oh. It's because you can't hide love. You can't hide love. Whether it's the love you have for yourself or the love you have for this person. Like, you can be in denial as much as you want, but when it comes to like that true love, that real love, and you knowing how you really feel, you can't really hide that. It's like the more you try to hide it, the more obvious it is. And they're like they try to hide how they feel whenever they might come in around you or come into contact with you, or when they talk about you to other people. It's like they naturally tell on themselves about the extra they do to try to make it seem like they don't care. You know, it's usually, how you hear these situations about, dealing with somebody new, and they'll start talking about a certain group of people or a certain person in a way that kind of puts them down, or kind of tries to make you look at them in a negative aspect. That's one of the biggest tells to know how they really feel about a person, especially if it's unsolicited. It didn't come from anywhere, and it's strictly from them, and you didn't ask for it, and they just kind of give you this information without you asking for it. Like, yeah, I don't like this, and I don't like them, and I don't like how they did it. It could be anything, whatever situation, but especially when it's unsolicited, that's people telling themselves. That's them telling you how they really feel. Be present here and now. So somebody's focused on the past, or worried about things, worried about something either new not working out because of something that they're holding on to. It's a deep pain. Somebody felt betrayed, and instead of them forgiving it and letting it go, not to say instantaneously, but once you realize that it's no longer helping you, it's no longer serving you, there's nothing else to release. It's time for you to release that situation and to put love on it and to transmute it and to bring it back to your heart space, and knowing that they only did the best that they were capable of doing, as we all do. We can only do what we're capable of doing, and to take that judgment off of them. Take the judgment off of yourself. Take the judgment off of the world, and allow people to live and let live. Focus on the here and now, because that's all there is. Everything else is a creation. It's a manifestation. It's a memory. It's a imagination. It's an illusion. But that's how you choose what you experience. Wherever your energy is on, whatever you're constantly focused on, whatever you're feeling and giving attention to, whatever feeling, that's what you're going to continue to create. Because you got to remember that everything that we experience now is based off the past. It's based off of past energies, and the more that we felt a certain way, and that's how it manifests around us into the things that we experience and the people that come in and out of our life. It's like what we're seeing now. Even And it takes a real deep understanding, but it's really not that hard. Because if you understand that what you think about and what you focus on now will create your tomorrow or the things that you experience in the future, you can understand that now is based on what you were thinking previously. It's based on what you were feeling previously, your past actions, your past focuses, or your attention, what you were putting your attention on before this moment. That's why you see the reality that you live in now. But when you use that power and you harness it and you choose your focus, choose your frequency now, you will start to see your environment change. You will be able to choose your tomorrow and your future. But a lot of times we get stuck in what we see around us now, not realizing that all of this is based on past actions and past intentions or past feelings and the things that past frequencies that we were residing on. So the only way you will change the outside is first changing the inside, choosing to use your imagination and imagine your best case scenario. The more you focus on it, the more you give that your energy. That's the definition of manifesting. Manifestation is just choosing your frequency. Whatever you're feeling, the things outside of you will align to the way that you are feeling. It will show you. You will see how you've been feeling. You will see your dominant frequency based on what you see around you and how people respond to you. They will show you. So if you get a lot of, not to say that you can literally control people and make them do things, but people naturally respond to the frequency that you emit. That's how we're connected. So if you get a lot of people like negative, saying negative things or things that you don't want to hear, this is because there's something deep down that you haven't let go of, that you haven't healed, that you're projecting, whether you realize it or not. You will see it in the people, in the even the things that show up on our timelines and on our pages, in our social media. Like we tend to take these things for granted because we're unaware of it, and so that kind of what makes it scattered. But when you become aware of it and you actually focus on it and you know the power that you have, it's like it allows that to happen faster and it's more clear. It's the static starts to dissipate. It starts to be like you can see it better, like it aligns better. The alignment, the fact that we're unaware of it is what kind of makes the alignment seem all shaky. But when you become aware of this power that you have, like, not just just knowing, but actually using it, embodying it, choosing your frequency, choosing your character, choosing your emotion. It's like we feel like slaves to these feelings that we have without realizing that they only have this much power over us because that's what we're focusing on. So we're continuing to give our energy to it and our attention and continuing to look at it, and that creates the feeling and it creates more thoughts and it creates more of what you see, and it's just a vicious cycle. But if you want to get off of the hamster wheel, you want to eradicate the cycle, you've got to do the work. It's not going to work from the outside in because everything we see outside of us comes from within. It comes from what you're feeling and what you're projecting and what your frequency is. Yeah, trauma can be heavy, but again, it's only that mentality. It's only the fact that you are ruminating on that you are carrying that trauma around, that you feel like you have to carry it around because it's something that happened. But I feel like we've all had different levels of trauma, not to compare anybody to anybody else. But the trauma that I don't subscribe to or resonate with or think about or focus on it, it doesn't have that same power over me as it did before, when I was constantly like, oh man, I'm traumatized and I experienced this and I went through this trauma. The more you focus on transmuting those energies and those thoughts, even the past is malleable, just like the future is, and even the present is malleable. Wherever you put your focus, your present changes instantaneously. Like you can look at your situation as a negative situation, it's all bad, or you can look at it as, what you have to be thankful for, and the positivity of it and the light in it. It's instantaneous. The same thing with the past. You can choose to carry around this trauma and the hurt and pain that somebody else has done to you, and constantly think about it and give it your energy and your focus and allow it to affect your current frequency, even though this is past. It doesn't technically exist anymore except in your mind and your frequency and the things you're projecting. And instead of you taking your power and using your power that you have, you're giving it up to something that you feel like has power over you, but that's not the way it works. It just seems like that because that's the program that's, the knowledge has been hidden, it's been forgotten. But when you remember and you know that you can choose the past that you remember and the things you focus on, the same way you can imagine the future, like time is irrelevant. Time is a construct. But when you realize all is happening now, it's all simultaneous, any situation, like you can choose any frequency, anything you can think of. The If that's your resonant frequency, if that's what you're projecting, if your station is clear and you're not going back and forth, it's like love is the best way to do that. You will see it. But it only happens as fast as you're willing to do the work to remain on that frequency, to put your focus on the way that you want to feel instead of ways that you don't want to feel. Like we make ourselves slaves to these things because we don't understand the power that we truly have, which is your attention. Why do you think there's so much just trying to grab your attention all day from the TV, from social media, from the celebrities and the advertising, all you can name all the things in the world. Why do you think they want your attention? Money is paper. It's a middleman. It's an energy. It's a frequency. You know, people care more about you paying, because you could be the richest person in the world, but don't nobody know it. It's not gonna have the, you can have all, but you're not doing nothing with it. You're not spending it. It's just there. Like you just got it in the house. What good is that doing you or anybody else? Like there's no point in that. We do things for the feeling of it, the connection, what it brings upon us, like what it allows us to experience, the resonation, the frequency, the way that it feels. Focus on how you want to feel and you will see your life align with it. It's like, why not try it? Why keep living in things and ruminating and giving your attention and focus to things that you say that you don't want to experience, or that were hurting you, or that is hurting you, or that trauma? Why? It's a choice. Just like you can choose, but we feel like if we let it go or forgive it, it's like somehow we're saying that it's okay, or I agree, or you know, that's not what that's saying. That's just you choosing to love yourself more than carrying around what somebody else did or even the old things that you did. It's choosing now to love yourself and to focus your frequency, focus your attention on what you want to experience now, and to not punish yourself for the rest of your life because of something that happened in your past, because of something that was traumatic or something that was painful or hurtful. Why do you have to keep punishing yourself? Why do we have to keep punishing ourselves? That's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. It don't mean that it wasn't hard, or it don't even mean that it didn't happen. But it's all in how much you want to set yourself free and you want to choose your experience. You want to manifest your life. You can either keep giving this frequency over to past things and things you say you don't want to experience without realizing that you're constantly creating your present and your future, by you carrying all these things with you. You're emitting this frequency and you're wondering why things are getting better. It's because you are choosing to focus on things that made you not feel like the better version of yourself that you claim you want to be. That's the work. You have to put the work in. You have to act accordingly. It's not hard. It's only hard because we perceive it as hard, because we feel like it has to be hard. That's part of being in the flesh. That's part of this avatar. Like we feel like we have to work and we have to do things physically for things to happen. That's not the way. It's like it's a science equation. You have to put both sides in. You are what you can't see and what you can see. And when you learn to live from the fullness of the coin, from both sides of the coin, and integrating it, then you will see your true power. Then you will know that it was you all along. It was you all along, especially from past the point to where we get out of this hypnotic state that we are in when we're before a certain number of years, while we're here, like while we're babies, before the age of 7 or whatnot. You know, once we get out of that hypnotic state to where we don't really have too much control over the things that we're around, like that's why it's very important for us to be careful about what we expose our babies to, or what we are exposed to or were exposed to before we hit that age to where we become aware, like, oh man, I'm here. You know, it's like we're in a hypnotic state. That's why you see all of these babies, they learn stuff when they're before 7. They just do it, and they just learn it so quick, and they're like amazing at it for the rest of their lives, because the state their brain is very formidable and malleable, and it's like literal clay. It's like whatever you put in, but in that time period, it's going to be with them for the rest of their life. That's why we carry around this trauma, you know. But when we get to the point of remembering or realizing that we choose to carry around this trauma, especially once we can identify it as trauma, once we can identify it as pain, once we can identify it as something that we don't want to experience, we can choose to let it go. Let it go. Don't let the ego get in the way. Don't let other people's judgments get in the way. Don't let people make you feel bad for forgiving somebody or forgiving yourself, because you don't want to keep experiencing the same kind of frequency from that trauma or from that past pain and hurt. Once you get over all of the opinions and of the outside world, because they're going to have an opinion anyway, whether you're doing exactly what they want you to do or not, they still going to have something to say. You can be this perfection. You can be the epitome of everything. Like you could be the one that somebody's still gonna have something to say. So you might as well get over it. Get over what people think, what they got to say, how they feel, how they gonna look at you. They still gonna look at you how they want to look at you. Even like I said, even if you are doing everything that you think they expect of you. So it's gotta get to the point to where it's like, so what? Go ahead, say it, think it, do it. Because they going to anyway. You can't control that. Everybody's not ready to do the work. Everybody's not ready to let go. You know how we were at the stage to where we felt like, nah, I gotta carry this around. Like I gotta punish somebody's got to pay for it, you know. But it be us paying for it, because we're the one carrying around all these bags. We can choose to let it go and leave it back there with them, or let them deal with that energy. Why do we have to carry it? Especially if we weren't the ones that were in the wrong. Even if it was you that did the wrong, we are human. We are beings. We are in the flesh. You're supposed to do things wrong. You're supposed to mess up. How else are you gonna learn? What would be the point of trying to strive for better or evolving if it was already perfect? That's what we're here for. Evolution. To learn, to experience. Stop judging yourself so hard for being a being, for being a being, for being anything other than spirit. You don't got to keep carrying that around. That's the choice. And if you didn't know, now you know. I'm here to remind you. I'm here to remind you that it is a choice. Well, you are here to remind you, because I'm just a different version of you, a different perspective of you. There's only one here. And we are all different versions and different fractals and different perspectives of the oneness that we all are. It's all connected. It's like a big ocean, and we are all little waves in that ocean. There is no separation. The different perspectives are the little ripples or the waves. Or, you know, they all kind of look different. That's why we all look different, from the being a being and the avatar, into this shirt, into this scarf, into the paper, into the things I write with, into the art, to the TV. It's all inside this ocean. The ripples are just the little different things that we see. There is no separation, but the illusion of separation that we create, or the unawareness or the forgetfulness, you know, that we have in choosing to be separate. That's the only thing that gives us free will. Is our different perspectives. Is the way, the power that we have to choose our frequency. We're not just forced to be all and just perfect all the time. You know, we have the choice to be in alignment or to go against it. We have the choice to focus on the past or to focus on how we want to feel now. That's our free will. Use your free will to your advantage. Use it to where it's beneficial for you, to where it feels good for you, to where it keeps you in this alignment that you're looking for, and you think it's going to come from the outside of you. It comes from within. It comes from you making the choice, making it now, because that's all there really is. We always say, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll forgive tomorrow. I'll let it go tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. It's only now. It's only now. It's no time like the present. It's never going to be a perfect time. That don't exist because time don't exist. It's about you making a decision, you making a choice, you choosing where you want to put your focus now, how you want to feel now, how you want your future to look. If you want it to keep being a repeat of what you've already experienced, if you want it to keep being a repeat of this trauma, it might not be the exact same thing, but the frequency, it will align with whatever you're carrying around. That's why we forgive. That's why we let things go. That's why we transmute painful situations and bring it back to love and understanding and non-judgment, because it's about our frequency and us choosing not to lug these bags around. That's what it's about. Change your life. Change your own life. Stop waiting on something miraculous to happen outside of you when you have been the miracle all along. Don't say no. Just say yes. You've been the miracle all along. You are the perfection that you've been looking for. You are the sign that you've been looking for. No. Yeah. Yep. You are the perfection that you've been looking for. You are it. You are the one that was sent here to save yourself. You don't even need saving. You just need to remember. There's nothing you need to be saved from. There is no enemy except for the illusional enemy that we allow ourselves to align with, that we create, that we subscribe to. And that's a choice as well. I don't care how much it's been tried to beat into your head. It's a choice for you to accept that or not. Just like you click the subscribe button or the follow button on these videos, it's you make the choice to do that. Stop subscribing to stuff that you don't want to feel or experience. If it don't feel like love, peace, or joy to you, don't give it your, like, just say no. Just say no. Don't say yes. Switch it up. Yes. Say yes to love. Say yes to love for yourself. Say yes to choosing your frequency and remembering your power and picking how you want to feel and not blaming things outside of you. Once you remember that the greatest thing you can learn here and remember here is that your emotions are signs, and to not let them control you, but let them guide you and let them be the alarms that they are. Anything that doesn't feel good, like positive, like love, peace, or joy, is a sign. It's a signal to let you know when you're fighting the alignment, when you're going against your natural grain, when you aren't living in your deepest authenticity, which is love, peace, and joy. Anything other than that is a signal. It's a sign to you. Any other emotion, any other thought besides love, peace, and joy, anything that doesn't resonate with that frequency is a sign to get you back in line with that frequency that you naturally are. That's the true definition of feelings. That's what your feelings are there for. Because again, we have free will. That's the only free will that we have, to pick our frequency. You can't choose exactly what it looks like immediately, but the more you imagine these things and you allow your body to feel and to your energy to exude this frequency and you to resonate in that frequency and that vibration, you'll be amazed at how detailed your life experience becomes to what you've been imagining. Even if it don't look exactly the same, you will have that same feeling naturally. What's outside of you will give you that feeling back. But it's got to start with you, because you are creating it. You are creating your experience. It all exists now, but just like flipping through a channel or flipping through the radio station, You are choosing your frequency and what you are hearing and what you are seeing based on what you are projecting, what energy you are residing in. Choose your character. Choose your frequency. Or you can keep giving it up to things that you can't control. You cannot live in that serenity. Like serenity is so beautiful. To know what you have the control over, which is yourself, which is your frequency and your energy, and to know what you don't have control over, which is other people that also have the same free will that you do. But even though people can do what they want to do, they won't be able to do it around you because your frequency is not on theirs. It's on a different level. You will start to see people dissipate out of your life because your frequency has changed and they don't reside on that frequency anymore. It sounds complicated, but it's not. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Have a beautiful rising. Remember who you are for the rest of your life. Good day.